What's going on, YouTube? Man, my last video caused a stir. A lot of people came back and made a comment about my bank incident, and I want to say thank you guys for those who responded back. And there was a lot of good advice out there. But then some people said, well, it happened to you because you're a black guy. I don't think it really happened to me because of a black guy. I really thought it happened to me because people don't understand money. It could have been a white guy in that same situation, and he could have been a little bit younger or something of that nature, whatever, and they looking at themselves like, well, I'm the same age as you, and I don't make that kind of money, so maybe they could have thought the same thing. So I don't rush to say, oh, it happened because I'm a black guy. I really don't know the real reason why it happened. But having said that, I got another story for you. A lot of the times I just don't like telling these stories because, some things I keep personal, but some of you guys may have went through the same thing, so I just want to share this. Now, this happened a few years back. I was in Michigan. I don't know what part of Michigan, but I was in Michigan, and I was turning to deposit money into Bank One. At this time, I was living in Phoenix, Arizona, and Phoenix, Arizona, they have Bank One. Like, Bank One actually owns the ballpark where the Arizona Diamondbacks play. It's called Bank One Ballpark. And so I was like, okay, well, let me get some of this money off of me because it's a lot of money and, anything can happen. So I turned into the Bank One parking lot. Now, keep in mind, I don't know anything about this part of Michigan. I turned into the wrong turn to get inside. My fault on that one. So there's a sheriff that sees me make a wrong turn in the bank, and he's pull me over in the bank parking lot. So he comes up, same routine, license, registration. Didn't really ask me why at first, what I did. Or did he ask me? He asked me, but he asked the second time. Anyways, long story short, what he said is that, do you know why I'm stopping you? And I said, well, because I think I made a wrong turn into the bank parking lot. But as you can see by my tag on my vehicle, I'm from Arizona. I don't know this part of Michigan. So he goes back to his car with the ID, and he's back there for a long time. Then all of a sudden, I see this guy that comes up to him, and they start talking. So they're talking in the vehicle, and next thing you know, the police comes to me and said, hey, do you mind if I search your vehicle? So I'm startled. I'm like, this went from a let me pull you over because you made a turn to let me search your vehicle. Now, usually when someone searches your vehicle, they would have to have a probable cause. Maybe you had something out that they saw or something like that. Or maybe some type of suspicion was raised. Now, keep in mind, I was driving in a utility van, like the vans that you would see, company vans or whatever. And my product was in the van. But you couldn't even see my product. You could only see me, myself, and my wife. So at that time, I was like, okay, no problem. I get out the vehicle. A little cop, the guy he was talking to, had a marijuana leaf on his shoulder. And he had a canine. These guys wanted to search my whole vehicle for drugs. Now, at this time, I'm pissed. And I'm like, you mean to tell me you guys are pulling me out of my vehicle here at the bank where I'm getting ready to deposit money because you have a suspicion of drugs? And then the little guy, the cop guy said, hey, cuff him. So the cop didn't want to put the handcuffs on me. So the cop said, hey, can you sit in the back of the vehicle? So here it is, my wife and myself in the back of the police vehicle. Now, here's what I didn't tell you. In my car, which he couldn't have seen anyway, I have this big bag full of money. It's probably about $30,000 in this bag. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking this. I don't trust any of these guys. These guys can take this money and put it in their thing, in their pockets or whatever, right? And then when they found the money, it was like, oh, this guy he has to be a drug dealer. He has this money. But my question is to you, do you know why he? Well, not really a question. Well, I kind of think why they were freaking out like that once they found the money. It's because cops really don't get paid that much. So if a cop sees his salary for a whole year in a bag, and you tell them that you only been on the road, right? You've only been on the road doing your things for maybe 2.5 weeks. Red flags come up, because in his mind, he's thinking there's no way that someone can make money like that in a normal basis. It has to be illegal. So I calmed down. I said, let them search the vehicle. They searched the vehicle for an hour or more. People outside of the bank are coming, looking at the scene like, what the heck is going on? I'm in the back of the car. My wife is in the back of the car. We're just sitting there. They didn't find anything. So at the end of this thing, the cop is pissed. The little guy is pissed. He comes up to me. He's pissed and embarrassed at the same time. He don't even come to me. He goes to my wife and he said, next time you need to make sure you wash your vehicle. And then the other cop, head down, embarrassed to see what he's done, and tried to smooth the whole situation over. So I said, look, buddy, I'm not one of your regular guys that's out there trying to do illegal. You didn't find anything in my vehicle that was illegal. Of course it's legal. So I went on to show him more of my badges and things like that I had from the event that I was doing. And then, long story short, he basically, just said he apologized. At first to him, it didn't look that good, but he's learned something today. So at that time, I was so amped up, I didn't even go in the bank to deposit the money. I said, you know what? I'm just going to find my bank somewhere else, and I'm going to deposit the money there. But the main lesson in this, guys, is this. People don't understand money. The way people have been taught is you go to a job, you make an hourly wage, it comes in a paycheck form or deposit or direct deposit, and that's how money's made. If you make extra money, it would be $50, $100, maybe $1,000, right? So if people don't have the right education when it comes to money, of course, if you start making money, you're going to get discriminated against. People think in this country, the only way you can make money is if you're in a suit, tie, corporate America, real estate arena, somewhere around there. But the average Joe, that's in blue jeans, a shirt, or something like that, no, you're not going to be successful. You're not going to make that kind of money. And it's sad, because if you put 3 people in front of me, you put a teenager and some, let's say some swimming trunks, you put a guy in a suit, corporate briefcase, and you put a guy with a farmer's hat on and flannel shirt and raggedy blue jeans, and you ask me who's a millionaire, I'm going to pick the guy with the farmer hat. Because there is no picture of money. There is no right thing how money looks and how you can just tell the person has money. No. I just read an article from Yahoo today that talked about that the real millionaires who are first-time millionaires, first-generation millionaires, got there by saving, investing, and investing in themselves. That's not the norm. Most people, when they lose one job, they try to find another one. So sometimes when you're out doing abnormal things happen to you. So let me know what you think about this. And also, too, look forward to a video I'm about to make about George for Title here. Someone sent me a link, and I see something I need to speak out about. And that video will come after this one. So until next time, signing off.